Welcome everyone to CAMX 2016. My name is Jeff Reber. I'm a TSM with Composites 1. Today we're going to be doing an architectural demo. So what you're looking at is we're basically recreating a part that looks like an oak bench top. This is an actual piece of oak that was used to make these two silicone molds. So this really isn't conventional tooling in the fact that your lower A-side mold and your upper B-side mold are both silicone. Now some of the details that you see here, we did a conventional, what we call a V-groove. That's this right here. And there's a mating piece in the upper mold. And it kind of seals together almost like a Ziploc bag. And we pull vacuum at the bottom of that channel. So this primary vacuum basically just holds the two mold halves together. We have this channel that goes around the perimeter of the part. And this is vacuum for the part itself. This is how we vacuum infuse the part. And these little tabs that you see in the peel ply communicate the vacuum from this channel to the part itself.
Right here at the surface, that would be on the top of the bench. As Jeff said, we have a product called Finish Mat. This is an acrylic veil. It's kind of lofty. It's specifically made for closed mold or infusion process. And like Jeff said, this is going to give you a nice, slightly resin-rich surface, which is going to allow the details, the wood grain, and also this pattern on the surface of the bench to come through really well.
Hi, I'm Adrian Lane, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the continuous filament mat that's being used inside here. And the products in this application is uses resin flow media to allow the resin to flow through and wet out the various other products that are in there. In this case, with our infusion media, what we're doing is we're opening up that mat to allow resin to flow more quickly.
What we have connected up to the unit today is an auto screw. It's a two-position valve, so when we hit inject, it's going to open up, allowing the resin to go into the mold. And when it's done, we're going to flush out. And the nice thing about that, we're getting rid of the bucket brigade. We're going directly into our mold. We're not cutting tubes, we're not crimping tubes, and we're not getting resin on ourselves or our mold. When we're injecting today, you might see the mold pressure guard actually go into effect, and what that's going to do is going to sense back pressure. So while we're injecting, if there's any back pressure that builds up, it's going to slow down the pump until that pressure is relieved. When that pressure is relieved, it'll then start pumping again. So I believe we have all the connections. We'll pull vacuum on the bag. I'll give it over to Jeff now.
We're ready to go here, and basically when I close this, you'll see that this can pull up relatively easy. Go ahead, and Eric's going to open the valve for the vacuum. So right now I just have vacuum in that outer channel, but you can see that the two molds are now sealed together. When I open this line, you're going to see the whole part be under vacuum. And it's relatively easy to see because these molds are somewhat flexible. So the resin's starting to go into the part now, and you can actually see, it's starting in the bottom, wetting out through the thickness into the top, and you'll see it spread out into the rest of the part. So that's what you see right here with this dark area. That's the resin flowing through the part. You can see that the resin's still flowing out. So I think what I'll do is I'll grab a couple of these parts, bring them out so you guys can take a look at them, answer questions, that kind of thing.